Ladies and gentlemen, 7 o'clock. Can only mean one thing. They were ready to go live. Charge ready, strap ready. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm yours truly, the one and only Coin Baron, and today we have another midweek update. Today it's going to be on a Thursday, or actually it's a Wednesday today, because tomorrow I'm going to watch some football. So unfortunately, that has some priority, of course, guys. I mean, we got to acknowledge that the price is not moving much. It is rather stagnant the last few days. So instead of watching the chart do absolutely nothing, I rather see 22-man kick a ball. But anyway, still, I do believe, honestly, that we are ready for very exciting times. We are ready for very exciting times. And I'm going to talk about this in a few minutes. I want to talk about this here. This is a bit of seasonality. I want to talk about the RSI. I want to talk about the MACD. I want to talk about the S&P 500 reaching new all-time highs. I want to talk about the Lion token. I want to talk Bitcoin dominance. I want to talk about everything, guys. I want to talk about everything. But the main question to me right now is, how are you guys doing? Are you strapped in? Have you hit the like button? Very important questions, to which I don't have an answer yet. I don't have an answer to that one yet. Strap in, yeah, strap in, my dude. Today, unfortunately, I'm strapped into an immobilizer. I think that also counts, though. Mr. Solon, welcome. Are you Irish? No, I'm Dutch. Across the pond. But we've got some good questions as well from Solon right now. What's your CRO average? People in the chat right now, let me know, what is your CRO average? At what price did you start buying CRO? If you have the Crypto.com app, if you got the Crypto.com app and you bought mainly within the Crypto.com app, or you actually transferred to the Crypto.com app, there's a handy dandy feature. You go to performance in the asset tab. So you go to crypto assets, crypto, you select Cronos, and then you can see your average price. My personal average, I actually made it a lot higher recently, is 8.9. 8.9. So currently I'm in loss. But let me know, guys, what's yours? So Solon says 11 cents. Peter M, welcome, dude, saying 14 cents. Let me check. Let's go to the chart while we're discussing that. This one. So Solon has been buying over here at about 11. We see Peter saying about 14. Also still in the green band, guys. Still in the green band. So good averages so far. I see Joyce as well saying 9 cents. Definitely great. That's below even the dotted line here. So if you guys don't know, this is the rainbow chart. This is still a very handy tool as well to determine tops and also bottoms, really, for the CRO price. I want to also talk about the wick we saw on the 3rd of February after the trade war drama, really. I want to talk about that in a minute, because it seems like we're filling the gap. I also see Diamond J. Welcome, Diamond J. Strapped in. Good to see you, dude. By the way, Diamond J, and for any other members watching right now or later, I also see Swerver. There will be an exclusive Discord coming, or well, there will be coming a Discord for members. So if anyone has questions, like very specific ones, he likes to discuss with me as well, then you can join the Discord coming up. And also a lot more news is coming soon. But well, let's not really let's keep some surprises. Hey, Mr. Sam Fast Track as well. Sam, what's your average, if you mind telling us? What's your average? I still believe, guys, I still do believe in the rainbow chart. It is one of my favorite tools. And, you know, tools are made to be broken. But as long as it's valid, I'm happy to use it. I'm happy to use it. I see the Croginal cats coming in. Croginal average of about 14 cents. 14 cents is still within the green band. The green band, guys, is the buy zone. We got John. John coming in at about 0.03 euro. Jeez, that's really cheap. I'm probably talking about these ranges here, or even way back in 2020. So John, you're probably pretty early, an early adopter. John is in profit. Good to see. I started watching your Loaded Lion token. Question here by Knight. By the way, welcome, Knight. And for anyone that doesn't know what he's talking about, there will be, there's right now a Loaded Lion video. It is released to members. It will be soon coming live at 8 o'clock. Just after this stream, so stay strapped in. There will be a Loaded Lion video coming live because there's going to be an airdrop. There's going to be an airdrop for people holding Loaded Lion NFTs, but also other NFTs. Or even if you just have been playing the Loaded Lion main city game, or if you just, you know, are a cool dude. A lot of different ways to get into the free airdrop for the Loaded Lion token. But the question is as follows. I started watching your video about the Loaded Lion token. I do have a Loaded Lion token and I do have a Dark Lion. But I also sold another Loaded Lion due to the price increase before the token news. I never played main city. Ah, dude. Crazy, that's good news. So you're gonna get at least also an airdrop for the Loaded Lion, and you also will get a bonus because you have both a Loaded Lion and a Dark Lion. It's going to be great. It's okay you haven't played main city. That's okay. It's okay. How big is the chance that CRO can go to 0 cents? Well, I honestly believe the chance is 0, Peter, like 0.0, because if you take a look, an actual coin without any utility left, I want to show you guys FTX or FTT token. The FTT token. This one. The FTT token is the token by the FTX exchange. FTX does no longer exist. FTX does no longer exist. Still, the token has value. It lost most of its value, but it still has value. So if you go back to a monthly candle, oh, this is hard to see. But you can see, right, in the past, the token was worth about $70. About $70 in the past. Collapsed all the way to about $1. But even that one right now is rebounding. Talking about $4. There is still some speculation that we might see a reboot of FTX. That is not going to happen, guys. Please do not buy the FTT token. No financial advice, but the chance of you making big money with that token are very, very slim. It is not like Solana. Solana was an actual use case that had a lot of FUD because of FTX, but was still able to survive and made a beautiful rebound. Currently, Solana is trading at about $170 for one Solana. During the crash, you could buy a Solana for $7. Crazy, right? Crazy. One Solana, $7. But right now, it is definitely a lot more expensive. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 39 people watching. Please, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Anyways, Diamond J coming in, guys, with a great average for CRO, buying at about 0.74. Very strong. I see Joyce 0.09. Really great averages. How do you think that Lion will impact the Crow price? That's a good question, Live. Lives. Sorry for butchering your name. Let me know what you think about this, Live, before I answer this question, because I don't wanna you know, influence your answer. Well, let me answer it quickly. I believe it's going to be a very good thing. I honestly believe it's going to be a very good thing because it will be a great marketing tool. It will be a marketing tool to get more attention to the CRO chain, the Cronos chain, right? And because there's going to be more attention, people need to, for example, get the CRO token to even buy into the Lion token. If you want to buy Lion on chain, you most likely will need CRO. So it's going to be a great marketing tool to get people on chain, on Cronos, and also to get them to buy CRO to be able to buy the Lion token. That's my personal opinion. There might be some negative because I've seen some people talk about, like, for example, we got the Visa cards, right? We got the Visa cards there. Some people are saying that they will replace the Visa cards. That's not going to happen. They might make a special edition though. They might make a special edition Visa card with your loaded Lion NFT or Cyber Cup or Dark Line, whatever. Just a nice personalized Visa card. Those things could have potentially also been done with CRO. It's going to replace, I think, some of the fun parts of CRO. But then again, I do believe that CRO has its own use cases, has its own utility, and also its own existence right. The only thing though is that, of course, the Lion token will directly be created by CDC. So I'm curious how they're going to handle that. Like with the SEC, they made a special company to like Cronos Labs to govern the CRO token. They might want to make the Loaded Lion LLC to also govern the Lion token. But I don't know. Mr. John, welcome. Welcome. Smash the like. First time joining you live today, Mr. Brother. Welcome. Strap in. If you have any questions, feel free to join in as well. Today is going to be an interactive stream. I want to talk about a few things, as I mentioned earlier today. Guys, I want to talk about this, for example. This is honestly a topic not enough people are talking about. The S&P 500. The S&P 500 is again making new highs today. It's again making new highs today. I learned that Monday, the stock market was closed due to a national holiday in the US. But today the S&P continues to climb and climb and climb. So this is absolutely beautiful news. It's going to be, I think, the first sign that not only stocks are going to go up. I think I see it also worldwide. I see it in Frankfurt, I see it in Paris, I see it in Amsterdam, I see it, and I think even in Japan I saw the stocks rise, and of course in the UK. But once stocks start to rise, I also believe it's going to be a starter for crypto, for CRO, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum to start rising as well. And we kind of need it as well. We need it. We need new all-time highs for Bitcoin, because right now, every time like Bitcoin is losing, some ground, down 1%, down 2%, altcoins are going down -5%, -10%. So what we need right now, is for Bitcoin to make, or at least maintain its highs. That's also why I think the last few days have been beautiful. The last few days have been beautiful for Bitcoin dominance. Because we have been going down. And I think that is the overall trend still. I think we're going to create a bit of a double top here. That's still my base case. But you could see, like the days that Bitcoin starts dumping, like yesterday, Bitcoin dominance is again going up. And that's a pity. That's a pity. That's also why Cronos is down so much. Cronos is down almost back to its lows that is set on the 3rd of February, but also very close to the lows we set earlier in 2024. But that's also why I'm becoming more bullish. This is like one of the best buying opportunities I personally could be looking for. And I wanna take you guys in on a secret. So I'm getting married next year, right? I'm getting married, and I'm lucky enough. I got some money to prepare for the holiday. Not prepare for the holiday. Prepare for the marriage. And my missus, right? She said, "Well, if you think you can double it, or you think you can triple it, before the actual wedding, you can invest in CRO. So today I invested an additional $5,000 into CRO at about 8.5 cents. My idea is to, well, not even double, not even triple, but I think maybe even 10x it this cycle. It's a bit of a gamble. It's really a bit of a gamble. We will still get married, even if I would lose that $5,000. But yeah, let's hope for the best. I do believe it's a great discount, but no financial advice. Oh yeah, John, it's hurting. It is hurting. I feel you, dude. I feel you. Ooh, so many people in the chat today. Let me catch up on the people here. By the way, Joan, welcome. Hello from Finland. Riff Ref. I like the name. I like the name. Do you have a CRO price prediction month by month? Ooh, Colin, you're asking very hard questions here. You're asking very hard question. But what I will do, I will take you guys quickly on a quick trip here. A quick trip, and then we'll go answer some more questions. Let's focus quickly on what is on the screen here. Let's focus on what is on the screen here. Typically, ladies and gentlemen, typically, Cronos has a great Q4 and also a great Q1, or at least a decent Q1. As you can see, for example, last year, Q4, that was pretty great. Went down a bit more, but in Q1 we made higher highs. I might expect something similar this month or upcoming month. I honestly believe we're so close to a bottom. That's also what we do see, for example, if you zoom in here, let's go to the daily. If you go to the MACD, you can see, oh, I need to zoom in a bit more. Let's remove this quickly. So you can see right here that right now we're finally starting to slowly switch into the green. And I do believe that this is going to continue. I honestly believe we are very close to the bottom. We might have already touched it, as I mentioned in one of my earlier videos on Monday. But we're getting very close to the end. I do still believe that the 8-cent drop here, that's going to be the bottom. I do still believe that. So I do still think also that Q1 might become still pretty bullish. Q1 typically, like from a historic point of view, is pretty bullish. So could we still expect like a move to about 20 cents in March? Something like this. Okay, this is a really strange trend, but something like this could actually still happen. Because it also happened here. It also happened here. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. This is not always the case. Some Q1s and some Q4s are really bearish, but that was bear market. So this was bear market. This was bear market. But I prefer to look at really here what happened, for example, in the bull market or in the pre-bull market, right? So Q1 or Q4. This Q4 actually was pretty bearish, I'm not gonna lie. But then Q1, at least, it had a beautiful recovery. It had a beautiful recovery. So I'm still pretty bullish about this. I think we can still climb the staircase. And some people have been drawing this as well. This is like wave 1. This is going to be wave 2. And then we're going to have wave 3, bringing us to $1, $2, maybe $3, who knows. That's still in the cards. That's still in the cards. I still, my favorite price prediction, to answer Colin, my favorite price prediction still remains to be $2.71 near the end of 2025. Favorite price prediction here. Favorite price predictions. Can we analyze the low time frames? Daily, Will, or what would you like to see, Will? Welcome, by the way. Strap in, Will. Welcome. Sam is asking, do you think CRO will reach $5 this cycle? No. I'm sorry, I'm not that bullish. I think a 50x is not really realistic. Like it's something we can hope for, but not expect, right? We can always still dream. I will always have a bit of a moon back. I will always have a bit of a moon back in case something crazy like this happens, right? But will it reach $5? I think in the end it will. Give it 10 years. Give it 10 years. What month do you think CRO will make its move to the upside? Like I mentioned just here, I do believe that March is going to be a great contender for a nice remontada, a nice revival of the token. But again, no financial advice. Welcome, by the way, Carlos. Welcome. Carlos, are you watching from Florida? Or is that a different Carlos? 30 cents. Is that your average, Sam? My advice would be, and that's no financial advice, but if possible, if you have like an average of about 30 cents, so 30 cents, we're talking about average buy prices for people just joining in. If your average buy price falls within this range, like in the blue zone, so in between, let's say 40 cents and 16 cents, it would be nice to be able to buy in a bit lower, to lower the average. Live bought the top in December. In the end, I think it's fine. I think many people bought the top, including myself. My average is low. But honestly, Live, CRO did throw us a curveball. This here that caught me offside. This little thing here. To anyone watching right now, I made a video about, I think about here, but I expected CRO to drop to about 14 cents. But then this happened. It went up to a new high. Didn't expect that. So I was thinking really this was the confirmation. This was the confirmation of going higher, because I thought it was possible. And I still think it's possible to go to 40 cents within a relatively short amount of time. That's the next band, right? I still think that's possible, by the way. I mean, just take a look at the previous time. How quickly we went from yellow here, from yellow to red. $800% move. 800%. Nigel is asking, so we're talking about the loaded lion game, or not the loaded lion game. This, by the way, is the loaded lion game. The question by Night is it worth to buy a starter land NFT, or are there other NFTs I should buy? It depends. It all depends what you want to do, Night. If you want to play the game, I think the starter NFT is actually quite good. If you don't want to play the game, if you're just hoping for the airdrop, I don't know. I will probably skip that one. I would go with a dark line. Wait, Night, you already have a dark line. Maybe a Cyber Cup. Anyone wondering what a Cyber Cup is? The Cyber Cup is actually an NFT. I can quickly show you. This is a Cyber Cup. This little cute lion cup here. This is a dark line. This is a loaded line. And this is a Merry NFT. Marty, welcome. Bjorn, welcome. Carlos watching from the England right now. No exchange. I got all my backs in CRO. I hope it goes up by March. For my birthday. I mean, I think would nicely line up. Oh, you bought it at about 8 cents last year. Well, price didn't really move. Bjorn, what did you miss? Bjorn, have you heard about the Loaded Lion token? Launching on the 27th. Arizona in the house. Welcome, David. Welcome. Richard, welcome. Hello, I'm still 30% down. Hope we will come back in March soon. I believe it will be about, you know, $1.30 for this year. Keep buying about £150 every week at the moment. Do you think it's a good idea? I do believe that DCA is a good strategy. I do believe DCA is a good strategy. However, what I would do, and again, this is no financial advice, I try to DCA based on levels, right? This is the rainbow chart. What I personally do is I DCA about double in these periods. Dollar cost average. So green is buy zone, blue is, let's say this is double buy zone, blue is single buy zone. I stop buying at yellow and I start selling at red. That's kind of what I'm doing. So right now I'm buying a lot. I'm even, the lower we get to this line, the lower we get to the lower bound really of the logarithmic rainbow chart, I'm buying more and more. At about 8 cents, probably I would go nuts. I don't think we'll touch it once more, but well, if we do. What indicator is the rainbow thing? It's based on logarithmic trend lines. It's unfortunately not available on TradingView. Mr. Stupid, welcome. It's based on the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Strap in and get ready. We must strap on. Okay, Mark. Welcome in. Welcome. Okay, welcome QBA, by the way. Let's go crazy. Got all my bags in Mary. Hopefully everything turns out well. I'm not gonna lie, brother. I'm not the most bullish on memes. All the memes right now are big in the red. Also because I think the narrative is changing a bit. What we have seen with the Libra token, what we have seen with Hawk Tua, what we have seen with the Melania token, Trump token. It's bad for the narrative. It's bad for the overall outlook. I would say though that, like, from community-wise, I do believe that the Mary community, together with the Push community and the Pro with Knife community, are pretty strong. So from a community point of view, you might make it, but I don't know. It's really hard for me these days to give a good balanced answer what I think about these meme projects. Oh, I also want to load a Lion hoodie. I think Legacy. I think we are going to get more merch. I think that's on the roadmap. Is the new loaded Lion roadmap bullish or bearish for CRO? Good question. For anyone wondering what Stupid is asking about, let's quickly go to the loaded Lion account. This is the roadmap. This is the roadmap Stupid is talking about. I'm going to make a dedicated video about it, but the overall feeling, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are going to get quite a bullish momentum for CRO because of the marketing. It's going to be a great marketing tool for the Cronos chain, at least in my personal opinion. And also, I don't think many people were there yesterday, but honestly, if you have some time left, about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, there is an AMA, an Ask Me Anything session, between House of Chimera and Ken Timsit. And I can show it to you in a minute. Honestly, I do believe it's a great interview because Ken is also talking about a few new things for the future of Cronos chain. If anyone is wondering, by the way, who the hell is Ken Timsit? Ken Timsit is the head of Cronos Labs. He is basically the Chris of Cronos, or CEO. And I don't know where he is. Apparently he did not actually retweet it himself. Let me check. It's House of Chimera. House of Chimera, there we go. It was a Twitter space. I think it's recorded. Let me check. Yeah, this one. episode 81, Cronos. Ken is talking about a revival of the Cronos grant program. So if anyone wanting to build on the Cronos chain, wanting to use the CRO token as well, they're getting funding. They're going to do a marketing push. They're going to work on bridging options. So I honestly believe like there's a lot of momentum right now going on for the CRO token and also the Cronos chain. Yeah, so good times, good times. Thoughts on Core AI? Mixed. Again, Mr. Conundrum. I'm not that big on the memes. That has been me for the last 4 to 5 years. Let me check. I missed a lot of questions though, I think. Mr. Conundrum, I kind of wished I sold at about 23 cents. I think everyone here in the chat is with you, Mr. Conundrum. I think everyone would have loved to sell at these high levels. I think everyone was kind of surprised. If you take a look at the RSI though, we were pretty much oversold. We are pretty hard oversold at those levels in May, or actually November, December. So it wasn't that big of a surprise that we would actually go back and retest some other support lines. Artem, welcome. What do you think about the price in March and April? Good question, good question. I don't know about April. I think March will be a great time to rebound, great time to go back. I also can kind of show that on a different scale. I want this chart here. For the people wondering, I have only one arm available right now. Unfortunately, I fell, so yeah, it's hard to do anything right now with just one hand, unfortunately. Let me check. Yeah, I think you can see it quite okay down here. There we go. This is the CRO chart. For anyone wondering, this is a weird CRO chart. This is the relative strength indicator. And right now we're down. As you can see, we're down below. I will quickly draw over here. We're down pretty low. What means, by the way, that we are currently oversold according to the relative strength index. But what is interesting about where we are currently is how low we are, right? Sitting at values at about 21. The last time we hit 21, I think you can see it the best here. I need to zoom out. The last time we hit values like 21, that was over here. Well, when we went from about 5 cents to about, what is it over here? About 18 cents. So potentially in both April and May, March and April, we might see a similar move like what we have seen there. So like, let's say we're going to build a staircase once more. Let's say we go up in March, we go down a bit, and then we go up again. That will be the most hopium I can give you. But it also would not be that dissimilar as what we've seen in the past. I think this is actually, yeah, this was not low. Unfortunately, guys, that was logarithmic. Don't always use logarithmic charts. It doesn't always make sense. Yeah, now it makes more sense when we see it like this. Honestly, the highs we have seen back in 2021, that was crazy. Yeah, so if anyone wondering, somebody asked why is FTT not at 0? Oh, can CRO go down to 0? No, it can't. There will always be people willing to buy CRO, even if Crypto.com would go bankrupt. And guys, I do not expect Crypto.com to go bankrupt at all. It's not my expectation. Wouldn't make sense. They are probably one of the most profitable private companies right now in crypto. Probably. You're welcome, Pizza. You're welcome. John bought in at about 3 cent average, 3 euro cent. But right now he's saying he bought a joint back in 2019. True OG. You do have you, John. If you have any wisdom you want to share with us, I mean, honestly, if you've been here with CDC for 5 years, you have seen it all. You probably have seen it all. I've also been here since 2015, but I always like to see some more point of views. Yeah, honestly, it is crazy regarding FTX, Mr. Conundrum. It's really crazy. You think CRO will burn more coins? Yeah, for sure. They're still busy burning more coins even. I will go to... There is an already ongoing burn. You can see it if you go to burn.pos. There's going to be a burn very soon. Currently, the pending burn amount is 61 million CRO, worth about $5 million at the current price. So yeah, there will be more burns. There will be more burns. Life is bullish on CRO. Good to see you, dude. Why would the Lion token be successful since any CDC meme coin have failed miserably? Good question. Fair take, I think. What makes me personally more bullish on the Lion token, Mr. Solon, is that it's been like it has an existing community, and that was the problem of the other tokens. That was the problem of the other tokens. Barra had little to no community. Well, I don't know of that many that are still around. Dip, 0 to no community. Loaf, 0 to no community. The Crop Mob, no community. Lion, the Loaded Lion community is actually still pretty strong. If you go to their Discord, if you go to Twitter, how many Loaded Lion profiles you can find? Let's do an experiment. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter right now. Let's see how many lions we see. First profile, lion. Okay, no lion. 1 out of 3 so far. Alex is a wolf. Dog. Okay, there we go. 21. 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6. 3 out of 8. This is a wolf. RTRD. Okay. Let's say about, on my timeline at least, 1 out of 20 people are using the Loaded Lion NFT, which was launched about 4 years ago, guys. They are pretty freaking relevant still. They are very relevant. I like, by the way, I don't know if you guys follow Benjamin Cowan, but he has been so vocal the last few days about really the state of meme coins, what meme coin narrative is doing to crypto. It's interesting. When CRO ETF? Well, stupid. I think it has been confirmed that they have a submission in Q4. Let me check the roadmap quickly. Let's go to the roadmap of crypto.com. By the way, Marabella CRO, I love the NFT as well. That's a Merry NFT. For anyone wondering, Marabella is going to get the Loaded Lion airdrop for free. For free. Let me check. Let's go to the roadmap. By the way, some cool news that launched, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago. If you live in Europe, you can now log in to crypto.com, to the webpage. But the question was about the ETFs, right? ETFs. One CRO ETF. So they are talking about a submission in Q4. And typically, I have done some research about this. Typically, if you submit an ETF, it takes the SEC up to 240 days. Up to 240 days to actually accept an ETF submission. So yeah, there isn't submission in Q4. That does mean though that we're not going to see most likely an ETF in Q4 of 2025. Most likely, let's say the Trump administration is going to push, you know, the SEC a bit more to be more open to crypto ETFs, in that case, we maybe see it in Q1 of 2025, but I still do think it might take a lot of time. Coin Baron, do you think, or don't you think, I need to open the tweet because I know what he's going to ask here. Let's go to Ken Timsit again. Ken Timsit. There we go. Let's read the question again. So don't you think if Cronos Labs, instead of decreasing the gas fees 25%, just burned an amount on every transaction, I think that would have been a big catalyst for CRO if they didn't do that. Well, personally, this is my personal take. So for anyone wondering, this is what Earth Live is talking about. So right now, there's 25% off the base gas fees on Cronos ZK, or not ZK EVM, Cronos EVM. Earth Live is saying, well, why don't you just burn the 25% instead of, well, giving it as discount? We have to think about the people using the chain, right? Earth Live. So if I'm going to use the chain, then I would be spending 25% more on that transaction because it's going to be burnt. I personally, I think that's for like a user point of view. I also wouldn't go ask you to go to the gas station, right, and to just pay 25 cents more because, well, that's good for the environment or something like that. Maybe that makes sense. the environment argument. But personally, I think it's unfair to ask me, like an avid user or somebody else who uses the chain a lot, to pay an additional 25% just so we can burn more. I think that's unfair, at least. And also, my point of view here is that it wouldn't really change much because the volume is pretty low already. I think it would be better to just in general increase the amount of transactions first. And once we have a lot of transactions on the chain, then maybe implement a bit of a burn mechanism for trading. Because there is a burn mechanism for trading on Ethereum, and it does work there. It's a proven concept, so it's not like what you're saying here is bullshit. I mean, it does work 100%. But for me personally, I would like to just have cheaper transactions first, and yeah, once they get cheap enough, then let's talk about burning. Sorry, a bit of a rant here, guys. Bit of a rant. But yeah, if Earth Live, if you're not using the Cronos chain, I get your point of view there. Brother, my sister wants to invest into crypto. Which top 5 coins should I suggest for her? Mid to high rewards like CRO. Mid to high rewards. So yeah, I think at this point I do agree with Mr. Earth Live. Go with Bitcoin. Always go Bitcoin. Other than that, Ethereum, of course, big one. Ethereum is still also, I think, a big gainer. Other than that, honestly, I wouldn't really know which ones to choose. My personal, I could only really say 3. I could say, yeah, I would say CRO, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Personal take here. The only thing that can move upwards a coin is an artificial push by the creator or pool of investors. Think about memes or even BNB and Sol. Yeah, so you can do like a buy back and burn, like an artificial push like that one. Or just a lot of demand. A lot of demand for the memes. That's a good one, John. Mr. Skill Gaming, welcome. Let's strap in for you, dude. Welcome, Ben, as well, Ben Martin. February 2021, that was the last time CRO did a huge burn. That was amazing. 70 million, guys. 70 billion tokens burned. 70 billion. That was the complete reserve. So you have to understand that was the reserve that Crypto.com kept in our wallet. They weren't able to spend it, but they did choose to just burn it away instead of keeping it on for marketing purposes. I think it's huge. It's huge thing. Could you see 271 with or without a burn? There will be a burn coming, so yeah, I guess with the burn. So guys, if you guys don't remember, if you go to Cronos.org, I think it's called, you can find a roadmap for. You can find a roadmap. Let me check if I can find it myself. Roadmap. The Cronos chain roadmap I'm talking about. It is slow, guys. Apology. There we go. So what you can see here is that we do have new token burn based on price and block size happening in Q3 and Q4 of 2025. But I think what I'm personally most bullish about for the Cronos roadmap is still this part here. So I'm going to talk about the AI tooling a lot. I think, honestly, that AI is not talked enough about right now. I will try to push that a bit more myself, because I do believe this is going to be narrative in this cycle. Like last cycle, we had NFTs. Last cycle NFTs. I think this cycle will be AI agents. That will make so much sense. Mr. Ford Justice, welcome. Love the Cyber Cup, my dude. Will we ever see such a burn again for CRO? I don't think so. That's impossible. The 70 billion burn, that's impossible. Right now, we only have 30 billion left. So we'll never see such a big burn anymore. We will see more burns, though. Slow ones. Only blah, 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 blah. It is, honestly. True. But if you have any questions, even, let me know. Because I can talk a lot about, nothing right now, because the price is not really moving much. The price is not really moving much. Doing literally nothing the last few hours, days. It feels like stuck. I mean, yesterday, yeah, of course, we had a big dip. Bitcoin had a big dip. Today, Bitcoin recovered, but nope. Crow thought, nope. Today is not the day to actually climb up together with Ethereum, climb up together with Bitcoin. That's also why Bitcoin dominance is getting back a bit, in the horse. What I find somewhat dangerous is this here, this trend that we keep bouncing here on the 21-day. So you see here, we bounce for Bitcoin dominance 21-day. We bounce again on the 21-day here. I thought we were finally below it. But again, today we are right at the 21-day. Short-term resistance. It's a matter of time though before I think it's fully broken. Want to look at the 4-hour? We can do so. I was really hoping for this to break. I was watching this live, like this moment here, because I do believe this support line was amazing. We already had like a nice downtrend here, but we jumped right at that line. That was unfortunate. Probably legacy, that's the best thing to do. Probably it's the best thing to do. The only thing, what I wanna help people with, or at least, be aware of things that are happening within the ecosystem. The loaded lion token, that's a big thing, a big narrative. So I honestly believe, and that's no financial advice, that things are going to happen, and things are going to happen quickly within a matter of, let's say, weeks for now. And also right now, the price is relatively low. So what I'm doing myself is I'm buying more, right? I'm making advantage of where we are currently in the price, because I do believe we are undervalued right now. The actual fair value of CRO, I need to check it. Yeah, the fair value of CRO currently sits at 38 cents. Fair value is 38 cents currently for CRO. So we are very, very, very much undervalued currently. Very, very much undervalued. Baron, what do you think about the name Cronos? Yeah, it's okay. I think it rolls nice on the tongue. It means something like moon. I think it's the moon of Mars. So going to the moon. And of course also Mars is quite a big thing for example Elon Musk. Do you do any short-term trading? I do scalping, Solon. I do scalping, but I do it a lot less these days. I don't know. Typically, I would use anything RSI. I would use trend lines. I would use like typically just take a look out at the structures, right? Moving averages. But so long if I can give you any advice, and I can't give you any advice. What I would personally not do, I would not do short-term trading with CRO. I would not do it. It is too easy to manipulate a coin like that. It's too easy to do so. That's also why people like to trade short-term with Bitcoin. You can still use leverage as well. You can still trade leverage with how's it called? With leverage on Bitcoin. But you know, the thing is that things like this are not really, you cannot really expect something like this here. This only happens on small market cap tokens. Like a dip like this is impossible on Bitcoin. Within only a few hours, guys, the price of CRO dipped about 30%. Oh, you want to see the 4 hour for Crow? Okay, we can do so. RSI is low. RSI is low for the 4 hour for CRO. Let's also add the stochastics. I think Will Johnson, you asked about the RSI, the stochastics RSI. I think they use a different. I checked it. I think they use a different value for the numbers. So typically, you would use the 14 value for stochastic. It's all very low. I found the answer in Google at least. What's the highest you see Crow go this cycle? According to the rainbow chart, the highs are in between $3. I'm checking it wrong here. I need to go to the daily. Yeah, so the highs this year, guys, for CRO, according to the rainbow chart, are between $3.50 and about $1.15. $3.50 and $1.15. Yeah, that's a big gap, but that's also what can happen, right? So once things are going parabolic, it just goes so quickly. It just goes so quickly. What are your thoughts on the CRO ETF? Do you think CDC will back the coin more, kind of like Ripple does with XRP? Also, do you think Crow will ever do buyback and burn in the future? Yeah, there will be a burn. There will definitely be a burn. And there will also be a buyback. At least, yeah, I don't know how they will do it, actually. There might not be a buyback. There might be more like a block reward burn or a transaction burn. There will at least be a burn of more tokens. Will CDC back the company more or back the CRO token more? That's actually why I wanted to bring up that AMA with Ken yesterday. So typically I would like to think of CRO, like Cronos Labs and Crypto.com, as two separate companies, because they are. Let's keep things straight. So Cronos Labs and CDC are two separate companies. But the way how Ken talked about strategic partnerships with Crypto.com, so Cronos Labs strategic partnership with Crypto.com, that was really bullish. He was really talking about marketing by Crypto.com and AI tool by Crypto.com and push by Crypto.com. So I honestly do believe that Ken is very much aware of the power of Crypto.com, and I think things are coming soon. The Lion token, I think, is going to be the beginning of really renewed interest or renewed push by Crypto.com into the Cronos ecosystem, into the Lion ecosystem. It's a bit of opium, but I think the words that Ken used are definitely pointing towards that kind of direction, at least. Are you nervous? I'm also nervous, my dude. Actually, I'm not really nervous. It's good to see you though, Mr. Adam. Good to see you. Did you sell some crow? Or did you bag it all? I bag it all. I'm a diamond hand back holder. That's my my work title. But what did you do, Israel? Did you sell some? How do you sell? Are you selling yourself or do you use limit orders? I would always say use limit orders, but let me know people in the chat, what do you do? By the way, Will, welcome. Strap into Will, my dude. I think I missed some questions today. Let me quickly scroll back up. Crow has been going down the stairs for months now. Time to actually go up the elevator once. Yeah, I mean, we need this, right? We need something like this. This is the elevator. Stop with these staircases, elevators. That's what we need. Rockets to Mars. Yeah. All in due time, ladies and gentlemen. All in due time. All in due time. Typically, Q1 is pretty bullish. Typically, Q1 is pretty bullish. Exception, oh well, exception is to the post bull year. I would say this here, January 2022, post bull year, that was pretty meh for CRO. But the pre-bull year, so let's say 4 years ago, Q1 was pretty good. Q1 was pretty good. Crow just has been really flat the first few days. Daily RSI's the most oversold has been for months. That's exactly, I think we showed that a bit earlier. But what Will is mentioning here is absolutely true. Absolutely true. So if you take a look, guys, where we are right now, this is only leading to this is what gives me hopium, right? This is what gives me hopium. The last time we were so low, things only went up. Value of 21. It's dirty though. It does feel dirty. That's also why people are feeling hopeless sometimes. That's also, I haven't really talked about this today, guys. Guys, why haven't you mentioned it yet? I wanted to talk about the stream title today, the sentiment. So that's also why people are feeling down, right? People are feeling down today. People are feeling down this week. Well, it's not only the Cronos ecosystem, it's not only crypto.com, it's not only, it is everywhere. It is really everywhere. And let me show it to you, because in the thumbnail, you can see the Fear and Greed Index. This is an index used by the CoinMarketCap team to really track how the community is feeling. And if you take a look, where are we right now? We're back at 37. It was even a bit lower yesterday. But these valuations of the Fear and Greed Index, they point back like all the way to 2024. Just before just before Bitcoin went to a new move. Like, that was over here, right? Just before Bitcoin made a new move, before Ethereum made a new move, Ethereum also almost made a new all-time high. And that's still what I'm waiting for. S&P, ladies and gentlemen, S&P is making new highs. S&P is making new highs. Everything is green, except CRO. Oh, by the way, I see that Bitcoin is dumping again. Interesting. Bitcoin is again today red. Bitcoin is a bit indecisive today. Bitcoin started really rough. Bitcoin dumped all the way to, I think, about 93. All the way down to 93. I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin would retest here the 21 week, like we've done here before as well. But I do believe that in the 21 week, it can still climb, of course. So it might retest the like over here and then make the jump. Potentially. That also kind of happened. It happened here, right? So here we tested the 21. Here we fell below though. We don't want that. We don't want that. But yeah, also here we did it as well. You can see we tested the 21. Well, pretty much. And here we did so as well. So the 21 is it's a good indicator of something for the somewhat longer term. This is 21 week, by the way. Also in traditional markets, this is used a lot. This is used a lot. So Paolo is asking, if we have a mini alt season in Q1, Q2, what is your price prediction? Personal opinion, it is about 40 to 50 cents. Good question. I think I've got something similar in mind. I think if you can go retest here, the blue line, it's about 40 cents. I think if we have a nice mini alt season, like an in-between alt season, let's say we go up the staircase once more, and we do something like this, 40 cents probably. That's about my first target. Andrea is saying about 30 cents. Oh, I don't know. Andrea, are you still here? Can I ask, is this your first cycle with CRO? What makes you think the max price is about 30 cents for the whole year, right? Or is that max for like this mini alt season? Fun question, by the way, Paolo. Fun question. You guys are still here, by the way. Also, do not forget to hit the like button. I see 49 people today on a midweek update. Good to see you guys. Still tuned in, even though the price is horrific. To all, if you can pass this bull market without getting shaken out, you can pass any other bull market. This is honestly, like what you mentioned, legacy, what we've shown on the Fear and Greed Index. I mean, it's crazy, right? It's really crazy. Bitcoin, it just keeps doing nothing. And people hate it. People hate it. And especially because altcoins are going down more. I do believe though, so I think that's an advice many people are going to follow, is that probably in the next cycle, I want to be less allocated to altcoins. Maybe become a bit more of a Bitcoin maxi. We'll see though. The Bitcoin rewards appear to be next in the CDC roadmap. Any prediction for how that will be? That's indeed for Q2, Q1. Let me check, stupid. I think it's... Yeah, there we go. Rewards on Bitcoin. It is still planned for Q1, so they have about 1 month left. 1 month and about 10 days for February. I have no clue. I think it's more like the supercharger. That will be my guess, but no clue. Mr. Skill Gaming, also Diamond Hands. Diamond hands. I hope this channel is going to get massive. Well, who knows? All depends on basically what the price of CRO is doing. People chase gains, and when they come in, they're probably already too late. What exactly is an NFT and how do you use it? Good question, dude. So let me give you an example. So in the end, Joyce, the NFT, like for example, what we have here, this is an NFT in theory. So there's a little picture. This is an NFT in the blockchain that guarantees that there's only one picture like this in the collection. So it's a unique piece of art, basically. And also a unique piece of code. So, for example, what you can do right now, this is activated. If I activated my piece of code on the blockchain, I can get some additional bonuses within this game. And that's one of the utilities. Well, it all depends on what the program is doing with these NFTs. Is Mary ever going to get listed? I do think so. Bit of hopium again, but I do think so. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, the community behind the Mary, the community behind the Mary NFT and the Mary token, like this one over here, this is the Mary NFT. It's a pretty strong community. Do you think Crow is going to burn coins with the Crow chain? Yeah, 100%. Been confirmed on the roadmap. There is going to be an FOMC meeting today. Oh, I completely missed that one. Any rumors, Mr. No Exchange, by the way? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Kai Barlow, welcome. I love that the Cronos team prioritizes long-term plans rather than short-term and sustainable growth. I got the same feeling, dude. When I heard Ken talking yesterday in the AMA, that was just saying, we're here to try things out, and we do know things fail, and that was kind of painful to hear about the ZK EVM chain. But well, without experimenting in crypto, you won't get far, right? Sometimes you need to experiment, try something that no one has done before, but still also think about not the latest hype. Also think about, you know, the general use cases of crypto, like DeFi, etc. Do you think they will rebrand again to grow to something else? I don't know. They often say no, we're not going to do that, but it depends. I don't know. Hard to answer. Hard to answer. Club Crow, welcome, by the way. Welcome. So you think we might go to 40 to 50 cents, but then, you know, drop back to what? I personally would not, you know, sell and rebuy. That's not my personal strategy. Not in the bull market. That's, I think, too dangerous. Of course, you can if you'd like to do scalping. I don't dare to. Typically, I think something like this could work, though, if you are curious about the answer, Joyce. So if you go to about 40 cents, then probably we're going to rebound to this dotted line. Happens all over again, right? So we might go from 40 cents to about 26. Happened here as well. But then we even drop lower sometimes. But the problem is sometimes we go back from like one side to the other. So we might even see something like this. We might even drop lower. So from 40 cents back all the way to 20 cents. Actually, that will be a great retest. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. But sometimes you think we go back, like here, for example. I was probably thinking back here, like, oh, we're going back, right? We're going back. But then, out of nowhere, we shut up. Out of nowhere, we shut up. Will, do you think Lion will help Crow? Yeah, definitely. I do believe so. It's going to be a great marketing tool. How long have you been holding Crow? I'm here since 2019. I consider myself somewhat OG. Honest opinion, I'm gonna do a video soon, Adam. I think that Oscar Ramos and Crypto Kip are a bit too bullish. Yeah, stay tuned. Hit the like button, stay subscribed. Let's do one more question, guys. I need to go soon. Mr. Kondo, welcome. Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the Crow family. Strap in. Let's talk some Cronos. Can you explain the line thing to me? The loaded line thing. Does Crypto.com own them, or is that going to be the new Crow for CDC? So loaded line is an IP owned by Crypto.com, 100%. It is not going to replace Crow. It's going to be a specific token for a specific use case. It's going to be the Line community token. It's not going to run the blockchain. It is not going to run the Visa cards. It's not going to run the Crypto.com exchange. So there will be a place for the Crow token, and there's going to be a place for the Line token. And the main use case for the Line token is going to be the loaded line game. Will it affect the Crow price? I think it will affect it, but in a positive manner. But let's ask it to the 8-ball, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Mr. 8-ball, will the Crow price be negatively affected by the loaded line token? Okay, the 8-ball says looks like yes, but let's discard that. Have you made a mistake, Mr. 8-ball? Have you made a mistake? Indications say yes. Okay, so the 8-ball is also not very sure about this. You know, if they were to rebrand again, yeah, I would be out as well. You know, if you go back to 70k Bitcoin, Crow probably goes down to about 3 cents. I think possibly, but I think in general it's very unlikely that Bitcoin goes back to 70k. The major reasons why, if you go to Bitcoin, the CME futures, BTC futures, there we go. The CME gap is above 70, so the CME gap is actually at about 80k. I think that would be the first hurdle to overcome for Bitcoin, but also we still have that 21 week, like I mentioned. So for me, it's very unlikely that we go back to 70k. That is, I mean, that would also kind of be the end, I think, of the bull market. Some people are saying this is a possibility, like, let's go all the way back and then retest. I think that's very unlikely, though. That would shake out so many people. So Mr. No Exchange has been listening to the FOMC. Sounded pretty dovish. So for people coming in right now, we got hawkish and dovish. Hawkish means, well, that's pretty bad. Dovish just mean it's more like it's pretty good. That is some good news though, Mr. No Exchange. Crazy though that apparently, like what I'm watching right now, I missed the FOMC completely, honestly. But Bitcoin is not really responding that positive right now. What's going to be the most bullish thing for Crow price action wise? And what do you think Chris, the CEO, thoughts are going to spend 100s of millions to buy back and burn Crow if you were him? Let's talk about that one next stream, Financial Freedom. I will be back Sunday. I need to go, guys. It's already 50 minutes late, so I think let's open up with that question. We will call the stream next Sunday. Let's call it, what if I were Chris? What if we were Chris, guys? Let's be CDC CEO for a day. Let's do a bit of role play. Marty thinks also, if he was a CEO, he wouldn't give out so many free Crow. And Gian, welcome. Gian. My average is 8.1 cents. That's a really good average, guys. just to reiterate, guys, for you guys watching right now, I do believe, so anything within this green range here is great. So if you have an average in between right now, 16 cent and 8.9 cent, you have a great average for CRO in general. If you're above that, that's possible, right? If you're above that average, you could potentially right now get some cheap CRO and try to DCA down. That is how people generally make money. Anyways, I do have to go right now, guys. I'm gonna go to watch some football. If you have any questions though, let me know in the comments down below. I will be reading all the comments. I try to respond as much as possible, but I have to watch some football. Talk to you Sunday. And also there will be coming a video. There is a video live already. Jeez Louise, guys. If you go to YouTube right now, there is a video live. There's a video live right now, I think. Yeah, there should be. Let me check. There's a new video live, guys. So if you want to check, I will put a link in the description down below. New video talking about the Lion token. So check it out. It should be open to anyone right now. So check it out. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. And bye-bye.